Action.
Now we're going to talk about a copy job ticket and the importance of that, which are located right above the fax machine here under copy job ticket. And here we have just an example of an actual job. This job right here is for a gentleman named Mr. Awesome, right there. And it just kind of gives you a description of, you know, the actual job ticket being filled out. We have, it looks as though this individual is getting 5 comb-bound booklets with a black back and clear cover. Looks like there's 106 pages in each booklet. They want a color cover on the front on 12-point cardstock, and it appears that the customer has emailed all the artwork over. Down here under proofing we see option number 1, which is no proof. They're confident in us, which they should be, and clearly understand our instructions. And then we have the pricing down here, which we're going to go over. Looks like if we take this job and assimilate it, we have ourselves just simple black and white copies. 106 per booklet, 5 booklets gives us a total of 530 copies. Next we have the cardstock for the cover that's going to go on there, and the color copies, and then of course the finishing service, which is binding. We've taken the time to go over all the individual pricing, given a basic total, excluding tax for the individual, and then Mr. Awesome has gone and signed it for us. Our completion is going to be tomorrow, it looks as though. It looks as though they're firm for that, so it's understandable. And we are going to deliver it to Mr. Awesome Drive, number 35. Greg is the one that is producing today's work order, and John took the time to quality check it, make sure it looks awesome, and Mr. Awesome thinks it's awesome. So now we're going to take and actually ring this into the register, just to give you an idea. One of the most important things to do when you're actually filling this job ticket out is to come over and just grab one of the most useful tools possible, and that is the Copying, Finishing, and Printing Services brochure. If you open it up, I've kind of taken a moment just to go through and look at the items within this job that are going to be used, and that is black and white copies. A little bit of binding is going to be used in there. We're going to do some color copies under 24, and then the specialty paper is the cardstock for the color copy that goes on the front. So that just gives us an idea of actual pricing, so we can do that for the customer. Then we're going to come over here and actually ring the item up. Do that by going into item lookup. Our first one is copies, so we're just going to go into copies. So we have a total of 530 copies, so we'll do that. It'll show us right here 3180. Looks about right. We had that number as well, so that's good. Next we're going to go into the cardstock. That's going to be located in color copies under 8.5 by 11 chrome coat, and we have a total of 5 of those for a total of $1.25, which is exactly what we had on here as well. Next is our actual color copies, and those are 8.5 by 11, and we only have 5 of those. That gives us a total of $4.95, which we also have on our work order. Excellent, we're doing good so far. Our next one is binding, and that's going to be located in under laminating and binding. That's a finishing service, and we're just going to go up here to binding. $2.99 a piece. That's what we had down here. We're going to give them a quantity total of 5. Excellent. So if you look, we have a including tax, we have ourselves well, our subtotal was $52.95, which is exactly what we had before. So that doesn't make us a liar, and that makes us awesome for Mr. Awesome. $57.06 is the actual total. So what we would do is we would then ring this up. You could actually do it as a suspend transaction, put it with the work order. The work order should always stay with the job itself at all times. And then again, when the individual comes to pick it up, we'll then tear the two apart. This will go with them with an actual copy of the receipt. This one will have a receipt stapled to it as well, and then it'll go in the completed print jobs area for Mr. Awesome.